Hello, you're very welcome to another video from Shane's Queen site, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some footage that I shot recently in London. And the whole idea of this video is that you can actually experience some of the locations that are on the interactive map that's on my website. And that particular map has a number of Queen locations, whether it be a Queen concert or, for example, where Queen filmed a video or whatever. And you can actually navigate through that map, scroll. It's fully interactive. You can scroll, you can zoom, you can pinch and so on. So if you're in London and you want to see a few locations where Queen were, perhaps maybe you want to go and see Freddie's house, then you can actually find the location and you can navigate to there based on where you are. So basically, have a look at the video, you'll see a few locations. I'm in Hyde Park, I go to Earls Court, obviously I go to Freddie Mercury's house in Logan Place, and a few other areas. So have a look at the video and I hope you enjoy it. Hello, today we are in London and I'm going to be bringing you on a tour of Queen locations around London based on the interactive map that's on my website, Shane's Queen site. So we're going to start here in Hyde Park. Of course, you know, in September 1976 Queen played to about 150,000 people here in Hyde Park. So let's take a look at where I think the actual concert took place. So here in Hyde Park on the 18th of September 1976, Queen played to about 150,000 people, and it was called the Picnic at the Serpentine. And according to what I have seen on maps, and of course from looking at the current day maps, I believe that the concert actually played right behind me in an area that had quite a number of areas for stages to be built and so on. So I'll show you a map of my thoughts of where I think the actual concert took place, and right in front of me here is the actual Serpentine itself, which is actually quite a large lake, which includes areas for recreational boating and so on. But in 1976 Queen played an amazing concert here in Hyde Park, and Freddie actually played You Take My Breath Away, which actually hadn't been released at that stage. So a fantastic area for you to come. If you're in London, you should really come and see Hyde Park, and anybody from the UK or Ireland would probably know of the area already, but certainly this is a great place to come if you have any interest in taking a nice walk around London. Next stop on the trip is the Royal Albert Hall. And if you recognize this shot, it's actually where Brian and members of Smile stood in about 1969 when Smile actually played at the Royal Albert Hall. It's not exactly a Queen location, but certainly Brian May and members of Smile stood right here back before Queen. So here we are, another stop on the Queen tour of London, and right behind me is Imperial College, where Brian was studying at the time when he joined Queen. And it was here on the 18th of July 1970 that Queen played their very first gig, which was actually in the Union Hall of Imperial College. To get here you can get the South Kensington Museum's stop on the District and Circle lines, very close to the Royal Albert Hall as well, which is only about a 5-minute walk around the corner. And of course, one of the main reasons why anybody will come to London and do a Queen tour is, of course, to visit Garden Lodge, one Logan Place that Freddie Mercury bought in 1986. At the height of Queen's success, he purchased this property for about $500,000 in cash. And of course, it has become synonymous with Freddie himself. And of course, when he died on the 24th of November 1991, the gate behind me at the entrance to Garden Lodge was actually a huge throng of flowers. People were here with candles, they stayed overnight and so on, and of course you might have seen those pictures on YouTube or in the news at the time. So this is one Garden Lodge. You can see behind me the building is where Mary Austin now lives apparently, and if you are here, it's about 13 minutes away from Gloucester Road Station, or about 10 minutes in a straight line from Earls Court. I'm here in Earls Court, and unfortunately this is all that remains of the iconic Earls Court venue that Queen played on the 7th of June 1977. A few years ago, unfortunately, the building was demolished. I was actually in the building many times myself when the exhibitions were held for technology and so on. There was 3 or 4 during the year, which I would have attended when I was working for myself. And it's a fantastic venue inside, or it was. It's very sad to see such an amazing venue. Of course, a Queen venue being razed to the ground. If you are coming here, unfortunately, this is all you will see of the iconic venue that Queen played in 1977. I'm here on Carmaby Street, where the Queen shop for Bohemian Rhapsody and also for the 50th anniversary opened in 2018 and also 2021 respectively. So unfortunately at this time the Queen store is now closed. This is February, and in January it got replaced by a Rolling Stones shop. So if you're into Rolling Stones, I presume there's a limited availability on that particular shop. So Carnaby Street is where the Bohemian Rhapsody launch was also taking place, where Brian May and the cast of Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, actually turned on all the lights and launched the Queen store. So behind me you can see the Rolling Stones shop that's currently open. So this is 143 Wardour Street in London, where Queen took pictures right here back in the early 70s. There's pictures of John and Freddie at the door of this building, and you can see the 2 guys and 3 guys standing right here. It's amazing to be right here looking at the place where this is at. So right behind me is Trident Studios, where Queen recorded some of their early material. And of course you can see the plaque on the wall there for David Bowie, but unfortunately no plaque to Queen. And if you want to find this, it's on the map on my website. It's 17 St Anne's Court, very close to where 143 Wardour Street was. It's only across the road actually, so quite a handy stop off if you want to get 2 Queen locations in one. So behind me is the Dominion Theatre, where We Will Rock You, the musical, was actually started. And back in the day when the We Will Rock You musical was on, there was actually a massive statue of Freddie up on the roof of the theatre. Of course, no longer there. The Dirty Dancing show is now on there, so not exactly any interest in myself. But again, it's quite an interesting location, because apparently there's still a Freddie Mercury room within the Dominion Theatre, which is used for special events and corporate functions. So that's it, short and sweet, a few locations from the interactive map that's on Shane's Queen site. If you want to find the map, just click on the About Queen section, navigate down through the menus, and you'll see a Queen map of London showing up there. So for now, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that particular one. A few more Queen tutorials coming up very soon, and I hope you'll join me for those. Thank you.